What's up, YouTube? What up, friends and fam? It's your boy Kenny Lucas back at it with another vlog. I was away this weekend to New Hampshire. I didn't get around to doing my video on Friday. I apologize for anybody that was looking forward to that on Friday. But I just wanted to hit you with the early morning video because something got me going, and there's something about anger that really teaches me everything once I look into it a little bit deeper about why I'm actually angry. It's kind of been like a reoccurring, it's kind of a problem. It's annoying. It has been a problem one morning, but the issue is one of my neighbors has like 3 people living upstairs. They like to park in the driveway sometimes, even though they only have 1 spot. They don't have 2 spots. And I kind of cleared things up, talked to the landlord about it. I'm like, dude, you got to start towing these people, because there was one morning they had parked in front of me and I couldn't take my truck to the gym because they were blocking everybody else in the driveway. And I think they figured, oh, it's the middle of the night, like who's gonna get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, go to the gym, or 4 o'clock in the morning, go to the gym. But to me, that's so fucking disrespectful that I can't even fathom that. Like, it makes me so angry that somebody wouldn't think about their neighbor that hard to just block everybody else in. Like, that shit pisses me off. So, I did tell the landlord about it, try to deal with it in an appropriate manner. My neighbor got mad at me for telling the landlord about it, but I have never talked to the kid before, and I try to talk to the kid. I'm like, hey, what's up? Like, never says anything. It just gives me a little wave or whatever. And he's like, oh, dude, you should talk to me before you talk to the landlord about that. I'm like, dude, why don't you follow the fucking rules and we won't have this issue? Like, and it's not snitching because you parked in my fucking driveway and I couldn't get out. And then they tried taking one of my parking spots too the other day. Like, me and Rachel have 2 spots. So it's like, nah, dude, like, I ain't gonna fucking talk to you, dude. You don't even talk to me. If you need to fucking have one of my parking spots, you should be talking to me about that, not the other way around. And he said to talk to me, but he didn't even stop to talk. He's just a weirdo, you know what I mean? I don't like to talk shit about my neighbors, but he's just kind of a weirdo. But anyways, and one of the roommates up there, my neighbors, decided to park his car in the driveway and run upstairs. But like, he was looking at me like, oh, you got to get out. I'm like, dude, you're fucking parking in the driveway. Then I just got so angry, but he went upstairs, so I didn't talk to him. But I just got so angry right now, and I was like, oh, fuck. But then I realized something. I was really angry at myself about this situation for not talking to them. At this point, they need to be fucking yelled at. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna yell at them. I don't like yelling at people. I don't like confrontation like that. I try to steer clear from drama as much as possible. And at the same time, I don't know who these people are. They might take yelling like, oh, dude, they get the strap or whatever. You know what I mean? Some people can take it to that level. That's why I never take it to that level with my neighbors or anybody I don't know, because I don't know who this motherfucker is. I don't know if he's packing heat, and why would I take it there? You know what I mean? But I just learned something today that I already knew, but it was kind of reminded to me. I'm like, the reason why you're so mad, Ken, is because you're mad at yourself because I wasn't able to handle that, as a grown man. Like, really, I could have stepped out of my car and be like, hey, dude, like, don't do this anymore. This is very annoying. And then maybe he could have got the point, you know what I mean? Because this dude has done this several times. And that's just how I feel, man. I mean, it is like a thing. You got to watch out where you're renting, because I learned that my place that I rent from, RentProv, they don't tow people's vehicles like without giving them 4 warnings or some shit. Like, every other rental I've ever had, I've always gotten told one time if I parked in the wrong parking spot, not even blocking anybody in, just parking in the wrong parking spot, I got my ass towed. Like, Pawtucket's kind of like, they play around with that shit. They don't really tow people. They don't really give tickets. That's, it's part of the city's issue, why it's a shitty city, because they don't enforce any laws or they don't enforce any rules. It's kind of annoying. But that just comes with the territory, man. I live in Pawtucket because one of my customers, he owns Rent Prov, and I was able to get an apartment this year very quickly, thank God. So that's the reason why I live in Pawtucket. My boys live in Providence, so that's the reason why we live down there. We are looking to move to Massachusetts, though, eventually. Franklin area, like where I always work, or even down in North Attleboro, I really don't care. I just want a house, man. Ideally, I want to buy a house. But even at this point, if I could rent a house with a yard so I could keep some trucks there, I'd be fucking happy with that. It'd be fine for me to live where everybody meets up in the morning. I really don't care. As long as we have our privacy and it's a big enough area. I'm just all about that because it cuts down the commute. I hate fucking commuting in the morning to go to an office or anything. Right now I'm commuting to a job site that I have to explain to the guys exactly what needs to go down with the customer, and then I go to quotes all day. That's what I do. And another thing that popped up this weekend that Rachel and I watched is the Metaverse. Mark Zuckerberg dropped a video about Metaverse, and you should definitely go check that out. I was really sleepy when I was watching it, so I fell asleep like halfway in between, but it fucking blew my mind. Like, the Metaverse is like the Oculus. They're working with Oculus, and they want to make the internet like Facebook, like on the Oculus, and it's more realistic. Eventually everybody's going to have an avatar, or you already can get an avatar or something. I didn't really look into it too deeply, but I think that's awesome because then I will be able to, for my situation, my business, I can pretty much run my business at home and never have to meet up with the customer as long as they have Oculus, never have to meet up the guys in the job site and do what I'm doing right now because I can just show it to them over Metaverse. Their idea is like everybody has a set of sunglasses, just like Yes Man. If you've seen that movie, like Yes Man, they have a set of sunglasses, and then there will be an ability for pop-ups to come up like in real life as long as you have the glasses on, like it's like a hologram. So say if I wanted to go give a quote, I'd be a hologram in the lady's yard or the customer's yard, and I'd be at home seeing everything that she's seeing because it's like a programmed map. I'm understanding it's like Google Maps, except you go there in the video. It's gonna like drop you inside Google Maps type shit, and you'll be able to walk around and you'll show up as a hologram, or you might not show up at anything. Well, you won't look at like anything to anybody else unless you have the glasses on. So I'm fucking pumped about that because I've been saying like eventually I'm gonna be running my tree company from the penthouse in a building in San Diego. You know what I'm saying? Now I see that fucking shit. Why I said that, because this shit's coming true. Because maybe I won't even have to hire more people like I originally planned on. Which now that I said it out loud, I probably will. But you know what I mean? Just that being said, I'll be able to do quotes at home. Like, I won't have to ride around and meet up with customers because our avatar is going to look so real that they'll really meet the real me. You know what I'm saying? So if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. It's pretty mind-blowing shit. So I'm pretty excited about all that. Mark Zuckerberg said within like 5 to 10 years we're going to see major differences. And it's funny because Rachel and I were having that conversation recently. Like, we have the cell phone, we have the smartphone, which came out when we were both in like high school, like 2007 or something, 2008, 2010, that's when it started getting popular. But we haven't had a major technology jump since then. And the Oculus, the Metaverse is definitely it. Like, what else is there to do with the smartphone? Like, Samsung tried to do the flip smartphone, which is retarded, because why would you want to do that? But it's just interesting, man. We're going to the Metaverse now, which is pretty fucking cool. Then he also explained that you're going to be able to, like, instead of buying a tablet, like a physical tablet, you'll just have the glasses, but then you can buy a tablet through the glasses type shit. You know what I mean? So you'll never have anything physical on you anymore, which is fucking awesome. The thing I don't like about smartphones is how heavy and big they are. Always having to put them in my pocket. Like, that solves it with the glasses, man. Like, you always have those glasses, you'll be good to go. So I'm pretty fucking pumped about that. But with that, guys, just wanted to say, your anger will teach you everything you need to know about this life. You're really just angry at yourself. You're not angry at other people's dumb decisions. That's not a way to live. You're really just angry with yourself, so learn to deal with that anger and talk to people appropriately. That's what I got out of today's little anger burst. You learn a lot about anger, man. That's why I don't mind. I'm not like an all-out angry person. I do have angry traits about me or moments, and I used to hate that, but now that I'm seeing, like, anger is actually a good thing, because I have gotten to the point in life where, like, I cut off my anger, mechanism in my brain, and it was kind of like a lifeless form almost. It's like, you need anger. It's a good thing. With that, guys, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I love you guys. Have a great Monday. Happy November. Hope you guys had an excellent Halloween. And let's fucking get it.